I so often see so many elements of feminine healing separated. We either just work with the inner child, or we're just working with our mother wound and our relationship with the family line, or we're maybe just focused on the womb because our cycle is off, or there's something going on there physically that brings our attention to it. Or we might get stuck just sort of only in the spiritual component of things, and we're just looking at our intuition and our mysticism and our relationship with Mother Earth as a form of consciousness, feminine consciousness. And so often these pieces are sort of just put in these boxes and separate containers, and they're really all so very deeply interconnected. I feel like to have a full whole picture of what it is to restore and heal the inner feminine archetypal essence of us, we need all of these pieces. We need to look at our relationship with our mother and our mother line and our grandmother and our great grandmother and who came before us, and how all of that history is informing who we are and is informing our body and our relationship to our body. And we also need to be with our inner child and just our lived experience in our younger years, our formative years, and especially those younger years are like when we have the most access to our magic and to our essence, until the world starts to come in more and more, and then we sort of enter into programming and conditions and expectations. And then there's our womb, which is like it's our center of gravity. It's the core of our feminine body, and there's so much that happens in that portal. It's such a endlessly fascinating place in our body. And of course, there's also our relationship with the earth and the power of land and body, and how deeply they connect, and how deeply we can connect with the consciousness of Mama Gaia as this like bigger, larger force of mother that can be such a supportive influence in our life. And of course, there's also the pieces of us who are the mystic, who are very intuitive, who can see and feel things before they come, right? Who can tune past what's obvious on the surface, who knows more, who speaks in a language that is frequency, that is essence, that is like I don't know, it doesn't have words. And all of these pieces, they really need to coexist, because they all are collaborating with each other, whether we know it or not. And the more we can consciously work with that idea that all of this is collaboration, the more deeply we can embody a deep feminine essence, our archetypal feminine, which is really missing from this world. It's we're just kind of on the precipice, really, of restoring this energy back to the world and bringing what it is to be the feminine back online in a really, really true, authentic way. And we're just at the beginning stages of that. And what will it be like, to have more softness, more intuition, more flow, more vulnerability, creative essence online and in our daily reality, in our everyday. I mean, that's been such a big part of my journey of reclaiming my inner feminine, has been this sense of essence and this sense of aura that I can live in if I reclaim that part of me that has a deep power and a deep sort of raw power, but also has a lot of softness and flow and movement. And I think a lot of us can carry a lot of like anger and what I like to call sacred rage because that part of us doesn't have room to be in the world, because it doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel like there's room for it. We don't know where to put that part of us because of the way that our world operates. We're not sure how to utilize that part of us in a way that is understood by others, accepted. So, it's this intention that we're going to set in this program to like really bring that online and find a place for it so that it can live into our everyday reality, and so that any like sort of rage we're holding around that can be supported and utilized as a sense and source of power, as opposed to just keeping us sort of stuck in frustration patterns around it. And so that's a, I don't know, as quick as I could, introduction to the series. I just wanted to share via video for any of you who are still thinking about this series and wanted to just get a little bit more of a sense of it. I am asking that everyone who joins to attend at least 2 of the classes live, but you will get recordings of everything, and we are going to create a platform. We'll decide together as a group of where we can connect in the weeks in between classes, so that if we need support, we can support each other's community. I really hope that this class container will become a community together, where we're going to spend, about 5 classes, but over around 6 weeks of time together. So we will really build a web, we will build a cauldron to be in together, to reclaim, restore, all of these words I love to use a lot, and really bring back online the feminine power that lives within each of us. And I hope to see you and hope to have you join us. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me before Sunday, and I hope to see you there.